What's up, guys? Your boy J Bob's here on the call tonight for League of Ordinary Gentlemen. Wild card action, guys. We are in the playoffs. You guys did see me for Week 18 game. OKC had some personal stuff going on, so we got the force win. And with Dave losing, we ended up getting the 3 seed, so we get the 6-seeded Music Fiend, who has control of my favorite in IRL team, the Cleveland Browns. Is for as much as I hate going up against my against my favorite IRL team, we're gonna have to set that aside for tonight and pull off a playoff victory against Music Fiend. So it's been a wild journey getting here. Our last few games have been pretty good, except for that loss to Mar. And we're going to need to pull out all the stops here tonight. Music Fiend is not to be taken lightly. He is a playoff team just like us. So we're going to have to go ahead and give it our best shot. We haven't been at our best at every game this year. There are a couple times we have been, though. We look like we could be competitive against the best of the best. Well, let's see what I can bring tonight. Duval County is ready for a playoff game. As the fans are settled in, and we are ready to kick this thing off. This team, having been led by our defense recently, is in the playoffs, winning 5 of our last 6. And can we win a playoff game for the first time in 5 years? Yes, it's been that long since I've done it. Chubb's going to start with a carry for the Browns, and now there's a penalty at the end. And Elijah Moore is going to get called for a block in the back. So right off the bat, the Browns are going backwards. It's now 1st and 20. Oh, he's going to have it wide open on the sideline, and Joku's got it first. That was a great time for the play action, and everybody fell for it, myself included. And yeah, that was perfect timing. He found Joku. And now, of course, he's going to run to the opposite side of the blitz, and there goes Chubb again, and he's out of bounds at the 48. He had 2 tight ends in the game on that play, and just didn't really have an answer. Right now, we don't have an answer for this Browns offense. After that penalty backed them up, we played rather soft. We're letting Joku get wide open in the secondary there, and now it's another first down. And there's a wide open Chubb out of the backfield. This is why I say don't take Music Fiend lightly, as he's going against what we game planned for. We were trying to stop the run, but so far he's been doing nothing but throws, except for that run where he got penalized. And he's already at the 11 to start this game. And now he'll try to spread out his formation here a little more. And Chubb up the middle, stopped for a gain of 1. Oluwakin, of course, who else? And it'll be 2nd and 9. Can our defense make a play, get off the field here, force the Browns to a field goal try? This is a real question now. And there's Chubb up the middle. He's got it first at the 1. He just ran straight up the middle. He didn't go behind one of the guards. He just got behind the center, ran it, and their offensive line absolutely dominated that battle. It's now 1st and goal. And Chubbs is going to run it right in. Touchdown, Browns. And this is kind of looking like the first 11 games of the year where our defensive front just got absolutely toasted by offensive lines. Even though we sent 9 guys at the line of scrimmage, they still found a gaping hole. And they made piecemeal work of our defense right off the bat. Now, one thing we have not been good at all year is scripted drives, and it goes for both offense and defense, and defense there did horrible. And that was probably one of the worst starts of the year. Now for our offense, kick return, we did have a little bit of hole there. I thought for a minute we could break it, but that ended up going nowhere. So now we have to deal with Myles Garrett in this front. He's showing 2 deep safeties to start this game. And now we false start, of course. Why do we false start when we're just calling audibles? Like, really? He was showing a blitz, so I checked out of my run, and it's like he's just winning the chess match right now. And it's a little frustrating. I have no control over whether Evan Ingram false starts or not, because now it's 1st and long. And that pass caught, but only for a short gain by Kirk. That Browns man coverage all over the field. It'll be 2nd and 12. As Martin Emerson was there. Here comes a run. Etienne jumps over a defender, and he has a first. Okay, if we're not going to get going easily in the air, I figured we'd get something going on the ground, make them press up a little, because teams recently have been having a lot of success stopping number 1. And Christian Kirk didn't finish his block on Emerson. And that was the doom of that play. So the left guard couldn't go up there and get him after the blitz came, and it's now 2nd and 11. He's showing 2 deep again. Maybe that corner gets open. Does not, but Ingram will. Ingram's open, and does he have it? Yes! A 1st down for the Jags. That looks like a very eager linebacker, showing that press coverage here. Drops out, up, and of course the Browns front, but Lawrence able to escape. And he's got a first, and then he takes a little hit out of bounds, not enough to draw a penalty. Hey, I saw Myles Garrett coming, or no, that's 94, not 95, but I saw him coming, and I was like, nope, I'm getting out there. Picking up that 1st down, taking what the defense gives me. He's coming out wide. Let's see if we could eat this up here. And we get a gain of 7 out of that. We're unable to explode through the hole, but we do get plenty of yards there. That'll be second and 3. He's doing a lot of shifting defensively. This is the dangers of playing someone I haven't played before, is not knowing what they tend to do. And again, nobody's open. Lawrence dives forward. We might be doing a lot of that tonight because he's doing a lot of great disguising here. You see, 95 is actually lined up on the right side, and I would think he would be more inclined to line up on the left. There we go. That screen is in the open for Kirk. And it's a first down. So it's another first down, 1st and 10. As if it's what it's saying. It's actually 1st and goal. Now let's see, are they in man or zone? They are in zone, so this play doesn't work. And Lawrence hit in the backfield. He does end up getting positive yards. We're going to have to do a lot of that because this coverage is good. The pass rush is good, so we have to be aware of that. And hope we can just beat it. It'll be 2nd and goal. ETN bounces the run to the outside. He's in. Touchdown, Jags. Duval. An extra point away from tying it. And that kick meter's been lagging for me today for some reason while I was doing some practice special teams plays, but this time it's good. We're going to have to make an adjustment there, but fortunate that went through the post. It's now 7-7. Our defense has to make some adjustments after that last drive. Maybe expect some more passes from Deshaun Watson. And don't be so complacent on the coverage side of things. First and 10 for the Browns after the kickoff. Chubb gets a hole, and he exploits it well, and he gets 2nd and inches. I'd rather just have him get the first down because now he can take a shot here. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Browns have the ball here. 2nd possession of the game. Offense is on top so far. It's a 7-7. And that's been a rare sight. That might be a little alarming, honestly, that our defense is not playing as well as it should be because that's been what's been winning us these last 6 games is our defense. And somehow right now Music Fiend has found some weaknesses here. And that is our defensive front. That has been a problem for us all year. But it hasn't been one that's killed us up until maybe possibly now. We're going to have to find some creative ways here to beat him. He's going to run into the teeth of our defense, and he gets 5 on that carry for a first down. I shifted the strong side of the line to that side, and we still got beat. I mean, the Browns do have one of the best offensive lines in the league when healthy. I mean, IRL, that wasn't the case this year. They just weren't healthy at all, me being a Browns fan myself. But I know what this line is capable of because this is Madden. It's not IRL. And again, Chubb getting open space because his offensive line is just winning at the point of attack. This is not fatigue anymore. In fact, fatigue has been turned off due to the most recent Madden update. So this has nothing to do with their linemen being fatigued, their linebackers being fatigued. This has everything to do with just them being better right now. And we might be having to send a lot of blitzes that we don't want to send. Just to stop number 24. And there we go, Lloyd. Get in there, make the tackle, short gain, and now it's 3rd and 2. That's what we wanted. So now it's 3rd and 2 here for the Browns. What will they do here? And he set the blitz, and it doesn't matter. Chubb gets the first. Six against 5, and they still won. Not sure what happened to our blitzing linebackers. Like, I wish there was a better view of that replay to see what happened to our extra guy. But he's just running right through us right now. And now in a play action, my linebacker falls down. The tight end takes a cut back, and he's got his backup tight end for a first down. Russell Gage, the backup, did a little back cut to the open spot of the zone. And they are torching us on right now. Our defense has no answer. And this is why I hate playing someone in the playoffs I have not played before. Because I have no film or no memory of how they play whatsoever. And it's just dangerous for someone like me who tends to rely on that. And there's a pass. It's picked off. He threw a pick at the goal line, and our defense does make a play after all. As he threw it right to Lloyd. And maybe we shouldn't have brought it out, but we'll take it 1st and 10. Now, real question is he coming with this blitz or not? And we got to bounce that run back inside. And Etienne fumbles the ball, and it's covered up by Kirk. What an alert play. Oh, Travis Etienne coughs it up. Fortunately, Christian Kirk was there. Whew, that was scary. We don't want those turnovers like that costing us a playoff game. I mean, say all you want about me just getting an interception. That was a good play on my part. I don't like to give myself too much credit, but that was a user lurk. And he's doing a lot of shifting defensively. He can't keep shifting forever. And we're going to just run another bubble screen, and it's Kirk who's got it first. I mean, at some point, once the play clock gets under 10, I'm done letting you shift around. Because at that point, I have to run my play. I can't just take a delay of game. It's against the league rule to not let them adjust, technically, but I think that would be an exception to the rule, and it's a reasonable one. Just because if you get under 10 seconds, the opponent's just going to try and draw you delay of games every time then. And Etienne, I made the wrong read that time. I had it there. It's just I didn't explode through the hole in time. 2nd and 9. And this clock is running down fast. We've had a lot of we've already had quite a bit of time fly by here in this first game or first half. And that time, the pass rush got there to Lawrence and forces the incompletion. And we just couldn't hold up long enough there on the line. As Lawrence got hit. It's now 3rd and 9. There's the pass. And Anger goes up and doesn't get it over Denzel Ward. It's 4th and 9. So we have to punt. So our offense, that's why our defense needs to play well. Our offense is not the most consistent unit out there. And 4th and 9, we have to punt. And he tries to bounce it back inside with Russell Gage. That was his tight end who caught a pass earlier. Does he have a tight end returning punts? Or is he just a big wide receiver? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who this guy is, but... And that pass nearly picked off by Wingard. It was a good job in coverage there. We took the risk playing cover 1 on a 4 verts. Wingard was there. He needs to make that interception, but it is 2nd and 10 at least. Let's see if he brings Nick Chubb back in the backfield with him. He does not. He's going to stay 4 wide. Oh, he toasted the linebacker, and that pass caught for a 1st down. Toasted me. Of course. I saw it way too late, and number 83 is there to make the catch. It's the Browns' 1st down. 2-minute warning is hit. And he's managed to reduce the amount of possessions that are in this game so far, and that's also a dangerous thing. And that pass, oh, baby. Caught. Gage, touchdown. And 9 and 8, Music Fiend has come into Duval County and has had a lot of success so far as he's now back in front. And Rayshawn Jenkins wasn't there either, and he just split the 2 safeties. And yeah, I think I was right to do what I was doing, trying to come up and jump that 1 route. But yeah, it's now 14-7 as whatever game plan he's had against us so far has been working. He's just doing a lot of shifting defensively too. That's been throwing me off. And anytime I call an audible, he shifts. It's a very different opponent to play right now. We gotta make some quick adjustments here. It's not like, again, an opponent we've never played before. Well, actually, now that I remember, we did play them once, but that's when I had control of the Rams, and I kind of had a rebuilding year. We're just going to have to quickly check it down. Hopefully, ETN can make a move. He does. And ETN is only able to get 8, but it'll be 2nd and 2. That's why we had that safety valve there. And Zay Jones makes the catch, short gain. It is a 1st down, but the clock is ticking. ETN unable to get into space. And that clock does stop. That's the only good thing about that. And I was running out of plays to run. And that's the thing about not being able to change your formation during a hurry-up situation, because then you can only run maybe three plays. Second down, ETN goes down immediately. So now it's 3rd and 7. And that pass caught. Kirk, first down, and now we're going to call timeout. As we do finally catch his defense off balance a little there. As we find our best receiver, Christian Kirk, splitting the defense there as he gets in between the linebackers and safeties. There we go. Give it time to develop, and there's the screen. ETN tries to jump over Newsome. Unable to, so we'll have to burn a timeout. And it'll be 2nd and 2 with 29 seconds to go. Tried to hurdle number 0, Greg Newsome. He's showing those 2 deep safeties again. And that blitz came, and it got there, and Lawrence couldn't. Steph Curry released the ball. We needed that quick release there. And this has just been a very frustrating opponent to play so far, I'm telling you. Like, how is this guy only 9 and 8? Maybe it's just I've met my match or something, but that always seems to happen when I hit the playoffs. Oddly enough, it's now 3rd and 2. And that's off the hands of Kirk. A bad drop there, and it's 4th down. And we're going to have to settle for 3 here. And with the lag, it was not a gimme, but this kick is good. We haven't had lag in a while, and I fixed my internet problem, so not sure what's going on now. This is not a good kick coming up here. It's a short kickoff. And it was a line drive. He gets it at the 31, so we didn't lose too many yards there. So 1st and 10 for the Browns. And that pass broken up, incomplete. Wish he would have got 2 hands up because he could have picked it and we could have gotten some more points back, but it would be 2nd down. Second and 10. And Watson is dropped, and that will likely run it to halftime. Though the Browns call timeout with 1 second to go. That's an interesting proposition. We'll just drop everybody back here on this last play. He might try to do something like run a screen, so we got to be wary of that. He might try to run a tunnel screen or something. Although it doesn't look like it. He'll just play action fake it in a non-play action situation. That is a rule broken there. And that pass caught, and he stays on his feet. He is tackled, though, eventually, before he reaches the end zone. That was a little nerve-wracking, but our defense is able to hold on there. This Elijah Moore broke that initial tackle, too. I mean, it's okay to catch. It's okay to give up the catch, but don't. But let's not give up the big play like that now. We do get the ball to start half number 2. That's the thing we do have going for us here. Because we're in a tough game here, and it's not surprising. but it's been more frustrating with this game plan he's been able to curate for us here tonight, and that return is just as good as it taking a knee or letting the ball bounce. And we didn't get, the thing is, we didn't get any big plays on offense either. We just kind of slogged it down the field on their first series. Looks like Myles Garrett's back on the left. I just now noticed that. And we are able to outrun that linebacker and get 7 on that stretch play. And it'll be 2nd and 3. Oh, I supposed to go to ETA, I pressed X. Instead, Lawrence kept it on accident, and now it's 3rd down. Here we go on 3rd down. That pass caught, and Kirk held on to it this time. He didn't drop it. So it's 1st and 10. And so he did take a shot, but he held on. It's the key thing that happened on that play. And just moving around a lot. And right off the bat, pressure got there. They did not fall for the play action at all. And Lawrence ended up fumbling the ball. And if you want to talk about bad luck, like, how did they not fall for that? Our guys have been falling for it even on 3rd and long. And I just realized I cucked myself by calling a bad formation, so we're going to have to hope we cook his corners. Instead, it's just a short completion to Zay Jones, who makes the most of it and gets closer. It's still 3rd and long. As much too deep as he's been calling this game. I almost wonder if this play might work right here. My problem is that pass rush. And he read that play well, and it's now 4th down, and by league rule, we have to punt. And now even the league rules are against us, because this is where we would go for with the way our defense has been playing tonight, which is not our usual selves here in a playoff game, but now we're going to have to punt with their season on the line because of the league rules, which are, I'm a commish. I've advocated for some more realistic 4th down rules because I feel like right now it is very conservative, and I felt like in a playoff game, 100% I'm going for it right there. Like, I'm not going to surrender, but league rule says I have to surrender. So, and again, Chubb out of the backfield on a quick slant. And he might be gone, and he's eventually caught up to all the way on the other side at the 33. This has been one very frustrating opponent, I'm telling you. It's like he's reading my mind. And anytime where I think I have a game plan to stop something, I don't. And I'm telling you, this is where his run game really comes into play. This is where his offensive line comes into play, because I have to send these blitzes to account for that. And then when he knows it's coming, he's just going to run a quick little slant, and boop, and he's got a huge gain. And now here's another big run for Chubb. And Cisco makes the tackle. Well, when I said Duval County was ready for a playoff game, I think it was everybody but our team. I almost said our defense, but no, our offense hasn't been all that much better right now. And the Browns have come in here and they've really taken us to the curb so far, as it's now another first down and they're in the red zone. And that pass caught for a 5-yard gain, as our pass rush is unable to do anything. And this game has been won and lost at the line of scrimmage, I'm telling you. That's how we've won and lost most of our games this year, is at the line of scrimmage. And that time I was not letting them get to the first down marker as Lloyd makes the tackle. This is when frustration starts to creep in a little. Like, you get in there, make a play, just because you're frustrated, you're a little angry, a little bit of fire. And now a draw play, Chubb goes nowhere. So we're able to hold them to a one-score game at least. 4th and 6. And the kick is perfect. It's a chip shot after that big run, or that big pass out of the backfield to Chubb. And they were able to get a couple more first downs after that before we put an end to it. It's now 17-10. And we'll not bring it out. Touchback, 1st and 10. And he's just been outsmarting us so far. We gotta think reverse psychology here. Because anytime he shows 5 guys on the line, some of them just drop out too while we're at that. And look at that. He's showing that blitz, but it might not be coming. Like, that's the thing. We've been pretty good at reading plays all year long until tonight, really. And there's a pass caught by Zach Ertz, the signing we made last week. And that's a first down. And again, showing press coverage. And a quick little slant caught by Agnew. He's got a first. And Etienne unable to get away from the defensive tackle. And again, this is where we won and lost the game tonight, is at the line of scrimmage. About going for it this time around. As he's able to beat Emerson to the spot. And despite the pressure in his face, Lawrence completed the pass right to the line to gain. And a very smart route by Ingram. Now he's got 5 on the line again, and he's pinching them here. And that means that blitz was coming, and it's caught by Kirk on the quick little slant. He's been running a lot of zone blitzes too, which is something I didn't expect either. But he had 5 down linemen there, so it was not... That one wasn't as hard to read. And now he is going to pinch the line again. Oh, I meant to keep it with ETN, and it didn't give it to him. I don't know what this game is doing right now. And this is a critical playoff game, and it's just bugging. Like, I pushed R1. That was his button. And now we're on 3rd down. He catches it out of the backfield for a 1st down. And for a minute, I was a little nervous there. And that was a nice catch. But now there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Lawrence, and that's just a throwaway. It's a good coverage there by Music Fiend. It's 2nd and 10. Now let's see what audible he calls here. He calls something. Already 2nd and 10. There's the pass. Call it. Ingram, 1st and goal. There we go. So we got some offense going here. It's been a cat and mouse game the whole time. And I don't know what his defense is doing here. But that pass caught. Kirk, touchdown Jags. Duval. And I think he saw it. He was trying to fool me by thinking that was going to be wide. It was just wide open. There was no way he was getting there. We are an extra point away. This is not a give me, by the way. And nailed it. 17 all here in Duval County. What do you know? Another close game in Duval County. And it's here in the playoffs. But right now it's not in our control. It's in the hands of Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb, and company. That's the thing that does worry me a little bit. Our defense does have to step up. We have stepped up defensively a lot this year. But tonight, he's just kind of had her numbers so far. The exception of the one INT he threw right at Lloyd. And that 1st down run for Chubb, and he gets an easy 7 yards there. And I thought we were in good position to make the tackle, but a running back like Chubb could always exploit the holes he finds. It's now 2nd and 3, and you know what Fiend's plan is: run down this clock as much as he can, set up for a game-winning field goal try. And that blitz came in the direction Chubb was running towards, and it was perfect as he loses a yard. And it's now 3rd and 4. And Duval County, stand up, get loud, make some noise. as we try to get this offense off the field and get a 3 and out for the first time tonight. And he is going to go for wide. That pass broken up, incomplete. Wingard was there. And I know what route he was looking for. It's the one I took away with my user. And he has to punt on 4th and 4. And we just flipped the script. We have a chance to do what he wanted to do. And boy, we have a chance here to potentially return this, but we're unable to bounce it to the way we wanted. So we'll have to start at the 35. There you go, 5 down linemen again. That's one thing we have seen a lot tonight from Fane. And we have plenty of time this time. It's Kirk on the catch for a first down the field. And that was a great job by our offensive line. Setting that play up, making sure we had the chance there. And they're going to show blitz, but that doesn't mean it's coming. Etienne runs to the left and he gets a couple. We would like to make this the last possession of the game. That's the idea here. So it's now 2nd and 8. We do have to run a play inside the 2-minute, or outside the 2-minute warning, I should say. And he's going to try and draw another false start. I can see it coming. He has Myles Garrett on the right. That's important to know. Etienne into space. Etienne! Just outside the 10. He's brought down. 1st and 10 at the 13. I told you, 95 was on the right. And he was the only guy there. His defense, the rest of his line was wide. So first and 10. Now he's spreading everybody out. He can't keep shifting forever. Like I said, Etienne cuts it back inside. Etienne down at the 4. It'll be 2nd and 2. And they're going to call their timeouts now. Not surprisingly. So now 2nd and 2. If we can get a first down and go down inside the 3 there, that would be ideal. Etienne, can he push? Can he get there? No. Zadarius Smith is hurt. That now makes it a 3rd and 2. And Etienne's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Jags. Duval! You know, I would have rather had him go down. I was trying to, but I needed to get that first down first and foremost. And of course, taking the touchdown also doesn't really hurt, but now our defense is going to have to get it done. And we have our first lead of the night. Yeah, it is our first lead of the night. And it comes with 1:48 to go. We couldn't go down inside the 2. So we do have to defend here. And our defense has given us some nervous wrecks throughout the year in these situations. But here we have a chance to close out a playoff game, and Fiend will not bring it out here. So he will trust his offense, but the likelihood of him being able to run the football at least is gone. That is a huge loss for him at this point, as Nick Chubb has been the majority of their productivity. He can still use him out of the backfield, don't get me wrong. He probably won't be afraid to throw some short balls here. But here he's starting out with 5 wide receivers. And that pass picked off! It's intercepted! And it's not really quite over yet. But that puts us in a great position now. As that pass caught. As he thought he would just find his tight end there, get him open. And ETN with 1 first down can seal it. And that gets a gain of 5. And it would be 2nd and 5. That's their last time out there that they just used. Myles Garrett is on that side. That's the only thing I'm worried about here. And ETN got the first. Game over. We are going to the divisional round. And it was a very hard-fought win, I will say that. And Music Fiend put up the fight here in Duval County tonight. But it was our night in the end, especially in the 4th quarter. Travis Etienne, who else? Who else would come through for this team but number 1? As we look forward to a rematch against Marv. And we're at 1 more kneel down, and that's it. We've done it. We've won a playoff game for the first time in 5 years. 24-17, the final score. Duval County's in a great mood. And what a way to send the fans home happy one last time this year. As we were going into that 4th quarter, trailing 17-10, as Music Fiends seemed to have our number, but we finally broke the code, if you will. As this dude was just constantly shifting around the whole game and calling some weird offensive formations, and his offensive line was dominating our defensive line. So that's where I just had to make a couple user plays with my linebackers. See that he's running that football, be a little more aggressive, and a couple times they caught me off guard and play actions, but fortunately he wasn't like Barnes who constantly ran those. So he just kept running the ball, and eventually I was like, stop running the ball on me. And I also knew that blitzing just didn't seem to work either for some reason, especially when he would just call that quick slant. But I'll tell you what, Music Fiend was tough, and it took us three quarters to figure this guy out finally. And usually I'm very good at reading opponents, but tonight this was really hard. This was really difficult, and he was really good at disguising his defense. And it took me a minute to think some reverse psychology, like if he's coming up. And then the other thing I eventually figured out was when he had 5 down linemen, and that was critical. Because if you had 5 down linemen, even if one of them drops out, it's a defensive lineman in coverage. And they're usually not good in coverage. So I can always exploit that. And if they're not in coverage, then that means they're sending all 5. And that one quick slant there at the end, it wasn't really quick. It turned into a longer developing play than I wanted it to. But our offensive line gave us that time. We found Christian Kirk, and that's when I was starting to feel really good about this game being in our hands. And boys, this just feels good right now. It just feels good. I won a playoff game. I haven't done this in so long. And look at all those goals we've accomplished today. Offense, defense, and yeah, the defense did struggle a little. We let them move the ball down the field, but like we have all season long, we got in takeaways when it mattered most. And that was what won us the game, honestly, was those 2 interceptions where he just didn't see the linebacker lurking, and that was great. That was fantastic. So this technically puts us at 12-6 for the year. This playoff win losses do count towards our record, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is that we're going to the divisional round. And let me just confirm that Mar won. We do not have a final from that game that Belly Boy is currently playing. At least it hasn't shown on here, but Mar did win. He only won by 11 over Hush. So maybe I'll need to watch that game, see if Hush figured something out about Mar. Because, I mean, I think I have my game plan for Mar, though. And it was very similar to the one I had going into tonight, and then I had to scrap it because of the way that this guy was playing me with all these weird disguises. So, yeah, I'm just taking a minute, letting this soak in. And I also, one thing I forgot to mention. So Ryan Rybread, former member of this league, he released a league poll, or not a league poll. He released his all. He he released his all pro rankings according to him at least. And we had sorry, I'm just looking at the message I got from Music Fiend. Um, so I looked at Rabbit's all pro rankings. We got nobody on there, which he does a good job of everything. Everything that he does, all the graphics he does. But I'm just like, you know what? Let's just add some fuel on the fire. I mean, let's get our guys motivated, saying like, hey, he's sleeping. They're sleeping on you. They are sleeping on you. And that's that's just like adding some motivation, adding some fire to these guys who, I mean, to be honest, we were pretty balanced for most of the year. We were pretty balanced. Like, yeah, ETN had some numbers early in the season, and our pass game was kind of sluggish. Our defense though was solid, and like I believe in our defense. And except for tonight, I had some times where I was beginning to doubt it because of the way our defensive line was just getting destroyed at the line. Um, Fortunately, that didn't really cost us in the end. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and take the victory, and we'll move on to our next game, and we will play against Mar, and hopefully we'll pull it off. That's going to be a tough one. I seriously have my doubts about that. We're going to go in there and just have fun, see how it goes. But you guys know how that movie has gone twice this year. Go in there, have fun, and we pulled off some stunning upset victory. Um, but Mar has not lost a single game since rejoining. So that's the difference. Robo, he had one loss on the year when we played him. He hasn't lost since he's lost to us. And then he and then we played Dave, and Dave ended up losing his Week 18 game. So he did take another loss. You can see he did win his playoff game against Travis. So he is going to the divisional round. He will be playing against Cave. Cave, the number one overall seed in the AFC. My ultimate goal was to get that rematch with Cave. It is going to be very difficult, though, because I have to beat Mar. That was the thing I was aware of when I went trying to get the 3 seed, and I ended up getting the force win, which I had to, technically because of what happened. But I would, if like OKC and I would have been able to play, I would have played that game. I would have played it hard. I would have played with my starters in. I considered benching them, but first of all, to get some momentum going in the playoffs, and second of all, to get the 3 seed, honestly, because that's just the right thing to do. Go and play for that 3 seed, and just staying down just to avoid Mar would have been kind of like a I can't beat this guy kind of move. Like, yeah, it's going to be very difficult. We might not be able to beat him, but are we worthy of being champions if we are just trying to avoid that guy and hope someone else somehow knocks him off? No. We're going to be the ones trying to knock him off. So we're going to go into that game. We're going to go into that game. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun because we just won our more important game at home. This was the one I really wanted to win. I just wanted to win one. I'm being honest. I just wanted to win one. Get past the wild card round. Get to the divisional round. I mean, obviously the rematch against Cave would be nice. I'm kind of accepting that it's going to be difficult, doubtful that we end up rematching simply because I have to play Bar. I have no doubt he can beat Dave. I mean, he already beat Dave earlier this year, but I have to beat Bar. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and stop running my mouth. I mean, I just finally got a playoff win, had some fun. So this is your boy J-Bob signing off, saying see you next time from League of Ordinary Gentlemen. Have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you in the divisional round.